Hey everyone, I'm here at Crystal Bridges for an incredible exhibit, the Chihuly exhibit, and it's beautiful. You can see there's my dear friend Beth. I'm just going to give you a little bit of a view, if I can get it in there. There's some back there. I'm not the best at this.
I'm here.
I'm here with two of my dearest friends. There's Beth, and here we go with Shauna. Hey Shauna, I'm going to talk to, they're both going to give us some incredible insight into loss today. But today I want to welcome you to Self-Aware Sunday. Again, we're here to just pause and a time to reflect, and then time to become more aware. August's theme is on loss, and my dear friend Beth here is visiting from Colorado, and we have been friends for 35 years, and it's pretty incredible. And her story, when I know that we were doing loss, I said she's got to be on Facebook Live with Self-Aware 101 talking about the journey of loss. So Beth, if you don't mind, I'm going to ask you a few questions,
okay.
if that's
okay.
good. To tell me a little bit about your story around loss and how it started, was the beginning of your journey. Now, first of all, do you believe that loss is part and can start a journey of self-awareness?
Absolutely, it can, if you are self-aware.
Yes. And can you tell me a little bit about your story? You went through quite a bit of loss in a short amount of time.
Yes, I did. It's, I'll start at the year 2000, when I was in a very severe car accident with my best friend. She was taking me to the airport. I had a severe traumatic brain injury, which caused many losses, one of which was my career, short-term memory loss, on and on. My children were 2 and 5 at the time, so it was a challenge just to dive back into life after that. 2 years later, my brother committed suicide. That was traumatic again. It sent me down the slope of loss, and it was a surprise. The third loss, my husband, 45-year-old husband, was diagnosed with Parkinson's disease. That was quite a surprise, which included loss of dreams for the future. What would my life look like in the next 20 years? But the worst loss, the apex of my losses, my 14-year-old son, who in 2012 was diagnosed with osteosarcoma, bone cancer. And after treatments and everything we could do, we did everything we could do, he passed away 9 months later. And I was overcome. I was overcome with grief. I was overcome with shock, mostly. So I was a little bit numb for a while.
Your losses really, so many people have losses, but you really had some significant losses that a lot of people never have to experience, and that yet you have done it with grace and healed and been hopeful in this. What do you really believe was the thing that helped you the most to overcome?
Well, I didn't feel hopeful at the time. But I believe it was my closest friends kept me buoyed, kept me above water, and my family, but mostly my close friends. It was my community that kept me above water, kept me from sinking, kept me from drowning. And that was it.
And I know that you have a faith that keeps you, buoyed also.
If I did not believe Ian was in a better place, I would have sunk deeply into depression.
So what would you say was the hardest thing that you had to overcome with the loss of Ian? You mentioned to me, and just to help you, you mentioned to me that a lot of it was the whys. Why did this happen?
That was the hardest, because I'm like, God, what? He was the most beautiful person on the earth and the brightest shining star on the earth. How could you take him away from us? I did not understand the why. Didn't understand.
Thanks, Beth. Thanks for sharing your story. And together we also have Shauna Elliott, and she is with empoweredpainted.com. And tell me how you believe art. Who's wearing the Chihuly exhibit? Tell me how. So fun. How do you believe that art helps you heal from loss?
Well, it's actually been proven that creativity is very healing. It is a proven structure. So using art, I specifically use painting to get through a loss, but being creative and being able to express that grief and vent those feelings physically in an expressive form of art helps get you through these big transitions. So that's what I'm all about.
Awesome. Thanks, Shauna. Check out her webpage. She's awesome. Got some neat things coming with some lessons.
Yes.
So, here we are at Chihuly. Thank you, Beth, for telling us your story and for Shauna being here. Until next Sunday, wish you all the best. And until Sunday, remember to be aware, be present, and be intentional. Have the best week possible because we believe in you. Love ya.
Love
Bye.
ya.
Bye.